Yo, Diggy, what's up, man?
There, no easy.
Alright, cool. So you ready to start?
Always.
Alright, cool. So what's the first thing you thought about this morning when you woke up?
Hoping everything goes good with my release of Lila's new song today.
Alright, cool. What does Bone Thugs and Harmony mean to you?
Oh shit, it's my favorite group for about a good part of my teenage life. I spent a lot of time listening to them, a lot of time practicing their fast flows, and were a big part of my music history, I think.
Alright, nice. What's the most important thing that your mom has taught you?
When I come off stage, remember that I'm just a normal person and don't let all of the attention and hype get to my head.
Alright, that's a good lesson, alright? Alright. What's your favorite thing that your mom cooks?
What is it right now? I'd say I think when I was a little kid, she usually make shrimp in like breaded crumbs and whatever. She's not done that in maybe 20-something years, but that was my favorite stuff she made for me as a child.
Alright. How often do you smoke?
Every day, too much, probably. I try to cut down at sometimes, but I'm in a tough patch right now, so I smoke a lot.
Alright, cool. When was the last time you listened to your first mixtape, Lyrical Overdose Volume 1?
Oh, that must have been about 10 years. I haven't listened to that tape in the longest while.
Alright, cool. So you can only listen to one song for the rest of your life. What song is it?
Wow, that's hard. And different days I'll answer different things, but probably Smile by Tupac and Scarface.
What does the name Walter Rodney mean to you?
Oh wow, Walter Rodney, a lot. That Walter Rodney is who really, it's strange enough, but Walter Rodney led to Marcus Garvey, led to Haile Selassie. Walter Rodney is who's really started my spiritual revolution, or whatever you want to call it.
Alright. What does the name Leonard Howell mean to you?
Leonard, man, the original, the first, man. Same Leonard Howell I learned about Leonard Howell through Walter Rodney as well, you know. That's a great part of Black history in Jamaica.
Have you ever written a song in the airport?
Yeah, for sure. I think the last song I wrote in the airport was About Noon. I was coming home from Afropunk in New York and I wrote that song, About Noon.
Awesome. And what or who influenced About Noon?
Oh, was that the next question?
It was.
Oh, wow. It's crazy that I said, so if suppose I had said a different song. I wrote About Noon about my girlfriend. I was going home and I wanted to see her, and she was like, yo, you need to write something sexy, so I just wrote that.
Alright, cool. So Instagram or Twitter?
It's weird. I hate Twitter, but I love it. I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah.
But probably Instagram.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So you've been to 55 countries.
Yeah.
Name one country you want to visit.
Morocco.
Why Morocco?
I just feel like I'll have an awesome time. When I go to places where, like, away from Jamaica, I get to just wild out, you know, and just do my most. So somewhere far away like Morocco where I can just do whatever I feel like without people watching me is dope.
Got you. So did you actually end up buying that $1.8 million treadmill?
No, are you crazy? Those people are crazy selling a treadmill for that much. I did not. I found a good deal at PriceSmart for another one.
Alright, cool. So can you explain your tattoos for us?
My tattoos, I have a bunch of them. I have my daughter's name on my finger. I have a little cartoon version of me. I have a 7-point star. I have a sick Ethiopian cherubim over my heart. And what else do I have? I think those are them.
Alright. So what makes Savannah special?
Savannah, as a person or as an artist?
Both.
As a person, she's just a sweetheart. She really cares about people. She's just so caring and loving as a person, and very deep within her thoughts, and as an artist, she's just unique. There's no artist that ever sound like Savannah coming out of Jamaica, and I think that, you know, she's a super talented.
Cool. So you recently collaborated on a track with Alicia Keys and your friend Cronix.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was dope. Yeah. Weird enough, Cronix and I were in studio right here, right this in studio where I'm going now. We were here and at 10 o'clock on Thursday, and I got a call that they wanted us to come and do a session in LA, and I had to leave 6 o'clock the next day. I wasn't in studio at the same time with Cronix. I did my part first on the week before. Alicia is super cool. She's really chill, very down to earth, low key. It was really an awesome experience. And Swiss Beats was in studio, and he's like full of energy, man. Like, so you know, he was there hyping us up and giving us enough vibes. So it was fun.
All right, dope. So if you had to assemble a reggae festival right now, who would close the show?
Who would close the show? I would say probably Damian Marley. Yeah, I think so. It's an awesome performer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to assemble a dancehall festival right now, who would close
Popcorn, easily.
the show?
Easily.
Right, cool. What comes to your mind when I say Vendetta Sound?
That was a crazy time, you know. I just came to Kingston, wanted to get into music, figured that the best way was to form a sound system. Obviously, my cousin, me and Don Corleone formed it. Both of us wanted to get into music. He's going down as one of the dopest producers in modern Jamaican music, and I'm not doing too bad for myself, so I would say it was a success.
Cool. All right, so what or who would you take with you on a one-way trip to Mars?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the best part about being a father?
Just seeing your child grow, seeing them respond to you, seeing them showing you love. You know, when you're having a bad day, they build your vibes. Getting to learn and see the world through their eyes, I think.
Cool. And who is your favorite rapper right now?
My favorite rapper right now is I think maybe Pusha T or Schoolboy Q.
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right. And who's your favorite female rapper right now?
Who's rapping it? Like who?
Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
I don't know any of the song. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Lauryn Hill. Still. Yeah.
Cool. How did your cousin Don Corleone impact your music and your career?
A lot. Don was a major influence at a point where I needed a lot of direction as an artist, and you know, how to finish songs, how to not be just lyrical but also have melodies, how to deliver. He was very instrumental in molding me as an artist, you know, when I just started out.
All right, so does Savannah still take forever to reply to you on iMessage?
No, she replies to me very promptly, and I try to do the same as her.
All right.
You want to change the scene? Go outside, little?
All right, cool. That sounds good.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, so you're a Gemini, right?
Yes, I'm not just a Gemini, I'm a purebred Gemini, meaning my mom and my dad are both Geminis as well.
Oh, wow.
So I get the full scope of the crazy.
All right, cool. Yeah. So what would you say is the most Gemini thing about you?
I'm two completely different people.
Oh, same.
I'm two completely different people. Like, I'll be super calm and chill, and then I'll be like wild and out of control. Lots of people don't get to see that though, but I'm two completely different people.
I got you. All right, what's your most nostalgic memory growing up in St. Elizabeth?
Going over to States where my dad was a coach, training athletes, and I would just go over there in the evenings after school and and just watch him and run up and down on the field and just be left to myself and my imagination.
Cool. All right, so describe yourself using each letter of your first name.
All right. O. What words start with O?
Original.
Original. I like that. I didn't come up with it, but original. Jovial and emotional.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
How would you describe your fashion sense?
Free. Anything I feel like at any point in time I put on, and I always try to be fresh. And just appropriate, you know what I mean? I'm at home chilling, I dress like that. If I want to be all fly with my suits, I do that. If I want to be rugged, I do that. But I just do what I feel like, and like I just go and pick stuff and put them together and then see how it comes out.
All right, dope. 10 years ago, you had Kobe Bryant's jersey
Yeah.
hung on a tree at one of your shows.
Yeah.
How did you react when you heard the news of his passing?
I was devastated. I don't think someone's death who isn't personally in my life has ever affected me the way his death affected me. The crazy thing is I just got back from LA doing the Alicia Keys thing. I left on the same day and it was so foggy. I remember being in there and be like, why is it so foggy? Can we fly in this? And I left LA, and when I landed here, that's when I found out. And I was with my friend who I grew up with watching all the basketball games with. My friend who I met, because I met Kobe.
Oh.
And my friend who I met him with, I just happened to see him in a restaurant as I landed. We were sitting beside each other. He was at his table as mine, and I got the text and I looked at him. I was like, bro, can you believe this? It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Man. So would you rather perform to a crowd of 200 people or 20,000 people?
200, like 200 people probably. I love the close, intimate shows. It's so much fun. I can stop. I can pick people to talk to in the audience. It's really fun when it's intimate. It has to be the right 200 people though.
All right.
Yeah.
What was it like performing on tour with the legendary Miss Lauryn Hill?
Dope. She was cool. It was awesome. Like you dream about these things, and I was a huge Fugees fan even before she went solo, and then a huge fan solo. And I mean, she was really chill, and it's obviously to get these type of experiences is it's good. It's really good for your resume.
For sure. And so what was she like in person?
She's chill, bro. She was chill. She was very accommodating. She took lots of pictures with us. She met like the rest of our crew. I think she was really, really nice to me.
And I mean, she's your fellow Gemini too, so.
Well, yeah.
What does the Welcome to Jamrock album mean to you?
Welcome to Jamrock is, for me, one of the most influential albums of my time. It kind of showed that it was possible to be lyrical, be new and fresh, but still maintain the Jamaicanness of the sound. And it really influenced me to try to form my own sound.
So your team is filled with women, and now you're raising your daughter. What does feminism mean to you in today's world?
Equality for me, just the fact that, you know, men and women are equal, and just ability for women to make their own decisions without society placing certain barriers and judgments on what they can do or can't do. And yeah.
All right, cool. So what's the biggest lesson that you've learned from your daughter?
Patience. My daughter is a lot. She's non-stop. She's non-stop from she wakes till she goes to bed. And just me having to understand that, you know, even though you're her parent, you can't just control what they do. You just have to kind of reason with them. And yeah, it's crazy. She's like an adult, bro.
All right. What's the most challenging part of being a father?
To be consistent. It's like to try to be consistent, like whether you're in a good mood, a bad mood, like whatever it is, you know, you have to be there for them. And I'm like really, really blessed that the mother of my child, Lindsey, is an awesome mom, and like, to be fair, like, she really, you know, obviously my life, I travel a lot, working a lot. She's been really the person that has held it together and held it down, like, so yeah, without her I would be probably not be the greatest dad right now. Yeah.
All right. What was your first big purchase after your big break?
Big purchase? What do
Yeah.
you call a big purchase?
Like a car, a house, something
Something like
that.
that?
Something really significant. Some expensive jewelry.
No, you know what? The first 5-6 years of my career, all the money I got, I put back into music. I'd say my biggest purchase has been my studio. You know what I mean? Like, that cost a whole lot, but it's an investment.
All right, cool. What's the biggest lesson that you want to teach your daughter?
Compassion and empathy. I think if I can teach her those two things will cover a lot of other subjects in her life. If she has compassion for people and empathy for people, I think that will lead her, you know, on a good path.
So what was playing Coachella like? Was it everything that you expected it to be?
Yeah, Coachella was cool. It's a spectacle. So just to be, the show itself was hot. It's out in the desert, and I performed at 3 o'clock, so it was miserably hot. And it was fun though. Cronix was there. We performed right after each other. I got to see A$AP Rocky perform, and Ice Cube and Dre. It was dope.
Cool. All right. So what's your favorite place in Kingston to eat?
My favorite, first of all, food is my thing. That's my thing. To go out and eat, like, everywhere in the world I go to, I just try to go to the dopest restaurants there and match up. I think my favorite place to eat in Kingston is East Japanese. It's truly one of the dopest Japanese restaurants I've been to all over the world. Believe me, and I've been to all of the big names, the Nobu, Sushi Samba, anything you can think about, but East Japanese is top tier.
Cool. And what should I order when I'm at East Japanese?
East Japanese, you can order the deep fried spicy tuna appetizer, and order a serving of white rice, and then order a salad, and then tell them not to put the spicy mayo on the tuna.
All right, cool.
You're good.
All right. So you've been praised for your sneaker game. About how many pairs of sneakers do you think you own?
I'm not excessive with like owning 1,000 pairs of sneakers. I don't own that many, but I'll have a lot of Air Maxes, which are these, and Air Max is one as well, not just any Air Max. So this is the original Air Max. I have a bunch of these, and I have a bunch of Jordans, and again, Jordan trainers though, not basketball Jordans. And yeah, those are, like, I'll just buy one thing. So I only buy an Air Max 1. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm very particular about, if I like something, I just get them in like different colors and
variations. Right. Got you. All right. So what was that X factor that pushed you to sign Lila Ike?
I would have had to been a fool not to sign Lila. She's one of the dopest artists I've ever been around in any genre. Her talent it's hard to put into words how dope she is as an artist. I heard her sing, and I just couldn't sleep that night. I was like, yo, I have to do something with her. So it was just her ability to make everything look and sound and feel cool. You know, she can sit right here right now doing this interview and sing something about like this. She'll say, oh, this couch is so comfortable, and you're like, yo, that's a hit. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Cool. All right, so you recently tweeted that your superpower is feeling alone in a room full of people.
Yes.
What did you mean by that, and do you still feel that way?
So saying superpower, I was being a bit sarcastic, you know what I mean? So, but I do a lot of times. I'll be in a crowded situation, I feel alone, or I feel like just not not comfortable, but just not connected. So, but it depends on my mood, as I say. If I'm in a mood, say maybe if I smoked before I did this interview, I'd be less sociable about it. So it's like, it's sometimes when I'm in a crowded place, I feel by myself.
Got you. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how cool is Governor?
10, man, he's a G. Governor is like such a dope person. Like really rate and respect him. Love what he's doing with his career. And just as an individual, how he supports others, I think very highly of him.
All right, cool. So what was it like working with him on his album?
Chill, it was like, yo, we need a song from you from a project, and I send him a chorus with a rhythm from JLL, and he was like, yeah man, and him just shot him verse and done. It was like that.
All
He's
right.
very quick with writing music.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite Governor song?
Ole, easily. I made him put it on his album. He didn't have
cool.
it on his album. He sent me his album. I was like, yo, where's Ole? And he's like, yeah, you know, me never there feel I've heard them. And I said, bro, you're nuts, that half of up on it. Wave DK like flag, Ole, eh. Bad tune.
All right, cool. So what book are you reading right now?
I'm reading 3 books right now. I'm reading a book I read all the time, my favorite book. It's called Sufferings of Young Werther. I'm reading that. I'm reading, oh shit, they're here.
Oh.
This is not planned. This is Mating in Captivity. Yeah. Savannah recommended this book for me. She said it would like be good for me to read it. I'm reading this, Baltasar Gracian, The Pocket Oracle on Art of Prudence. They call it The Art of Worldly Wisdom. I carry this with me everywhere. The books that I really read a lot, you can see they're tattered. And then this is probably my favorite book, Sufferings of Young Werther. So I was going over these 2 just to go back through some things I love about it. And then I was trying to read this one. But yeah, I have like lots of books everywhere around the house, in the booth, in the studio, in the living room, bedroom. There's always like books in case you want to just catch up on something.
Dope. So what does creativity mean to you?
Creativity for me is just the way I communicate with people. I think creativity gives us a way to express ourselves. I think creativity gives us a way to express ourselves in a way that maybe conversation doesn't allow somebody to. So I think it's a very, I should call it now, key part of expression.
All right, cool. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
The best compliment I've ever received was, I don't know, it's hard. On a professional way, there's probably someone I respected telling me that, you know, I'm shifting the whole culture and the way music is done in Jamaica. And I guess personally just, you know, I guess when people will tell me that I've changed their lives or had an impact on them like that.
Cool. So you're one of the most influential artists in reggae music right now. How does that really feel?
It feels dope. It feels dope because a lot of the times when I was coming out and I was trying to do things different, people would say that's not the way it's done, or it doesn't work that way, or try to do this like that. And it's like to know that I stick to what I believe in, and now I can see like a lot of other artists coming up that have been influenced by what I've done.
Nice. So you've received over 43 million streams on Spotify last year.
Yeah.
That's an incredible
Say
accomplishment.
it again. Let them
43
hear.
million streams.
All right.
What do
Yeah.
you want that number to be for 2020?
It needs to be like 100. It needs to double exponentially. It needs to go much more than that. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, cool.
The year hasn't started up. I hadn't put out any music, but I'm gonna be putting them out like very often.
All right.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength would be My work ethic, I think. I don't think it's hard for someone to outwork me. You know what I mean? Like I dedicate myself. That's what I learned from Kobe Bryant as well. He's probably one of the most influential people in my career. It's weird because he plays basketball, but we all are on the same thing. We just have different things, different missions we're on, but the world runs off of the same basic principles. So my work ethic, I would think, is and dedication, I would think is my biggest strength.
All right. And what would you say is your biggest weakness?
After the times I'll tell people that your biggest strength is often your biggest weakness as well. But to not be too thing about it, I'd say my biggest weakness would be my biggest weakness would be I can't tell you my biggest weakness. Can't be when I'm done. Can't let they use it against me.
Alright, cool. So what's your favorite midnight snack?
Yo, my favorite midnight snack. Shit. Chips. I love salt. So I'm not really like a sweet tooth person. So like if I have to make something like probably I don't even know. I don't snack as much anymore though. I'll probably drink a shake or like cashews that are not roasted, just raw. Yeah.
All right. What was your immediate reaction when you found out that Coffee won the Grammy?
I was happy, but it wasn't a surprise. I knew she was going to. I was with her in LA the night before. We kept like a dinner party and invited her, and like her and her whole team cooked food for them and like, you know, blessed her and wished her well. It's the same day. It's the same day before Kobe died. It was a Saturday night, and she came over for dinner. It was Grammys
weekend, yeah.
She came over for dinner. We hung out, chatted. I blessed her up, told her that she's gonna go and win tomorrow, and yeah, left the next day, landed and heard that she won. So I was just happy for her. She's an awesome talent, and she works very hard as well. And for a 20-year-old, she's so driven and focused. It's uncanny.
Cool. So what's your favorite Coffee song?
My favorite Coffee song, y'all don't know it. Y'all don't know it yet.
Right.
My favorite Coffee song, y'all don't know it yet. But that's out, I would say Rapture. Love Rapture.
Cool. All right, so over 10 years ago, War 21 released the Estrogen Rhythm and the Dem Gal Sittin' Rhythm, featuring only women in dancehall. Did this serve as inspiration for the rock and groove rhythm?
No, not directly. I didn't even remember that, but big up 121. I really, really rate them overall for what they've done to Jamaican music. But no, it didn't start out like that. I sent the rhythm to Leela and Savannah, and both of them liked it. And then Leela was with Jazz, and she was like, hey, Jazz liked that rhythm you sent me. I was like, all right, we'll put her, let me see if I can record her in it. And then I wanted to work with Naomi, so I thought it was like a perfect time.
Cool. So what does Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album mean to you?
A lot. That's the first album I ever bought in my life.
Right.
That's the first album I ever bought in my life. And when I listened to it, I was like shocked. I was like, yo, people say these things on records? It was crazy still, I'm not gonna lie. But again, very influential album in my life.
All right, cool. What's your favorite emoji?
The fire. Fire one. Fire.
All right, cool. So where would you live if you weren't living in Jamaica?
Costa Rica or LA. California, not necessarily LA.
Okay, cool. All right. What's the most annoying slang right now?
No, what is slang then, you know?
Bro God.
Those are pretty cool. I like them. I hate the word dash out. I hate the word, the two words dash out. Dash isn't too bad, out isn't too bad, but when they're put together,
you combine them,
I really hate the term dash out. That's the worst slang of all time. Dash out. So you know what dash out sounds like to me? If you're like cooking food and it drops on the ground in the kitchen and it has like little dust and gravel on it, when I hear dash out, that's what I think about.
All right.
Awful slang, awful.
All right. So if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
It'd be it would be if I'm gonna be honest, it would be Kobe.
All right,
It'd be
cool.
Kobe.
All right.
I know the purists are gonna say, yo, you could have said some other thing or whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't care.
When was the last time you cried?
I think that day.
When Kobe
I
passed.
think that day. Oh no. It was more recent. It was more recent.
Okay.
It was more recent. Very, very recent, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Where did you attend high school?
Monroe College. Boboskiwan Tala Alaskiwa. If you went there, you'll get it.
All right. What kind of kid were you in high school?
In high school, I was a little bit rebellious, very like, smart with talking back and like giving jokes and
Gemini.
stuff. But just being fun, like it was really chill, you know what I mean?
Cool. What's your favorite thing about St. Elizabeth?
The wideness of it, the fact that so many people there farm the land, it gives them a connection to the earth and to people. And just how laid back people are down there and unbothered about stuff, you know?
All right. What's a question you hate being asked?
Yo, Protoje, give me a thing, no?
So, yo, Protoje, give me a thing now.
That's a question? Can you give me... the question I hate being asked... I have an answer, but I can't figure it out. I don't know.
All right, cool.
Any personal shit, I don't know.
All right. What scares you the most?
Not getting to spend enough time with the people I care about.
All right. What angers you the most?
What angers me the most, I think, I don't know. It's that these questions are good, by the way. Big up. I think being unprofessional really angers me, and what angers me the most is people being mean to people. How we treat each other really angers me and frustrates me, and just the lack of care for life. Yeah.
All right. Where's one place that you'd like to go and not be recognized?
Oh, like as in a
Like
type
as
of
Protoje.
a type of place. Anywhere I'm gonna get food. I don't like it. Like, bro, I've sat at a restaurant before and somebody just pulls up a seat and starts sit yo, and I'm like, I have to put down my knife and fork and be like, all right, well, let's see how long you're gonna talk for. It's crazy. When I go to get food, I don't want anybody troubling me, you know what I mean?
Right, got
You
you.
talking to me, my food in my mouth, I chew it. It's uncomfortable, bro.
All right. What's the most expensive thing you've ever splurged on?
Probably my truck.
Studio? Okay.
Yeah, probably my car.
All right.
I love cars.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. What's your favorite memory with Cronix?
Wow. There's so many. My favorite memory. We had so much fun doing the Who Knows video. I hadn't seen him in about a year before that. You know what? Maybe the first time I met him and he came to my house and sang songs for me, and I was like, wow, this guy is super talented. And he was 19 and wide-eyed and just excited, you know?
Yeah. Who is your favorite photographer?
Gotta get me in a trouble right now. My favorite photographer. By the way, big up Yannick. Anyway, I'm doing another word. My favorite photographer. Local or international or what?
Local.
It's hard. I really love Destiny. I really love how Destiny shoots. She has a mood. I really love how Puru shoots. Puru is like one of the dopest photographers. Obviously, I love Yannick's concert photography. Nikki Kane, when it comes to portraits, is a killer. It's hard to pick one, you know?
All right, cool. What is your spirit animal?
An owl. An owl. I connect with owls.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing on Netflix right now?
Right now, I just finished watching Narcos, which was good. Is Billions on Netflix?
Yes,
I'm
it is.
feeling Billions.
It is.
Yeah, I love Billions.
That's one of my favorites.
Crazy strategy, and it's very, very good.
All right, cool.
Very
Who
good.
would make you completely starstruck?
Maybe I met Jay-Z. I was kinda starstruck, as in like I felt my chest being like, all right, let's be cool, be easy. I never get like that. Probably Jay-Z, and probably I think I'd probably be starstruck by Rihanna as well. I mean, I try to play it cool, but I think I'd be a riot inside my chest, just because the Caribbean-ness of her, I think. Yeah.
All right. What are your thoughts on marriage?
I think marriage is I think relationships are tricky, and I think my thoughts on marriage is that if you're gonna get married, you have to be sure that you're willing to be open and honest about everything that you want, and how you feel. I think if those things are upfront, then marriage or no marriage, it makes no difference on a level. But I think that without those things, it's really dangerous to get married.
All right. So what are your immediate goals for Indignation?
My immediate goals, I think just to continue to put out good music. The main goal was to get a label deal, which we got. So it's like, that's a big part of the thing. And I think our next thing would be just to continue to make groundbreaking music and get Sevan and Lila and myself established as global artists.
Nice. What is the single thing that you are most proud of?
The single thing I'm most proud of. It's these questions is like, maybe if you ask on a different day, there's different answers, you know, because it's just on the top of my head. But just that, you know what? When I started doing music, it was just me and my mom, and her belief in me and my belief in her, and that's all we had. And we didn't have a big team, we didn't have a budget, we didn't have much stuff. And to be able to see that what we've created out of starting like that and expanding into what we are now, it gives me a lot of satisfaction to know that the hard work does pay off.
All right. What app do you use the most?
WhatsApp.
Okay.
WhatsApp for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite app?
My favorite app is probably Huji. I've been staying on Huji, but like I like Dazcam. I just got that as well. Anything to do with like pictures and stuff like that, I think. But I don't know, it's probably Instagram. I mean, it's a dope app. It keeps you connected, get enough jokes, helps to promote your music, learn to cook. It's awesome.
All right, cool. What's the longest you've gone without sleep?
I think 2 days. 2 days, like no sleep. Yeah.
All
Like
right.
48 hours maybe. It's rough.
Yeah.
While traveling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meme right now?
I don't know, but you know which meme I do? You know the meme with that guy that was on Top Model? Or something, and he does like, something like, do you know it?
No.
It's like, He's like, I don't know. It's like this black guy, and he's like what? Like what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
That one probably.
All right, cool. Where do you get your clothes?
Miss J?
Yeah, that's his name.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
Where do you get your clothes?
All over. I get so much clothes gifted to me. This is gifted to me. Scrap, big up Scrap, brand from Japan that sends me a lot of stuff. But all over online, to lots of online shopping and just seeing what's out there for me. Yeah.
All right, cool. So if you weren't an artist or in the music industry, what would you be doing instead?
My goal was to be an Olympian. I wanted to be a long distance runner, the first Jamaica steeplechase or 5,000 winner. And I think if not that, I do probably maybe in the marijuana business. It's legal now.
All right.
Or actually no, I wouldn't want to be in retail. Probably writing scripts, like to write movies or something like that. If I was an artist, maybe I'd be a dope artist manager alone too. I think that would be cool.
All right, cool. And final question.
Dope.
What would you like to be remembered for?
It's being kind to people, I guess, treating people good. I think if people can say, if my friends and peers, thought that, he was a real good guy to be around and was kind to people, then I think that's simple.
All right, that's a great answer. All right, thanks, Protoje.
Yeah, nice, man.
All right.
Good vibes.
Cool.
Yeah.